Welcome to Tulum, Mexico. We're here at an Airbnb in Tulum, Mexico. I'm here on my honeymoon, but I just wanted to show you guys what this Airbnb offers in Tulum, and I think you guys might enjoy it. It is 100% different than anything I've ever shown on this channel, so I hope you guys enjoy it. It'll be a brief video, so let's just get along with it. If you want to check out this Airbnb, the link is down below, and if you want to save some money on your first stay anywhere in the world, the link is down below for that, so sign up on Airbnb. That's where I found this place. It is a hotel, but they list their rooms as Airbnb, which is really cool. And right now, whenever I booked, they were having a 75% discount, so that is something to maybe look into if you want to come check out this place, because I've noticed that some places on the Tulum beachfront is pretty pricey, so I would take advantage of it while you can. So like I said, this is on the beach, so whenever you arrive to your Airbnb, you'll notice that Tulum is definitely a vibe in itself. If you haven't looked into Tulum, I would suggest it, because the vibe of Tulum, definitely a boho vibe and relaxed tropical jungle vibe, which is what I was looking for on this trip, so I'm glad I came. But whenever you arrive to your Airbnb, you'll notice that this whole area, this whole kind of resort, but it's not a resort, it's a whole hotel, private beachfront area, is all for you to use, and it's really cool. So whenever you walk on the property of this hotel, you'll see there's a lot to offer. So we'll just start on the beach. Of course, it's private for only this area, and the water's blue, there's lots of sand, lots of things to enjoy on the beach. The sun rises on the beach, so it's really nice to come out here in the mornings and enjoy the sunrise, overlooking the sun coming out of the ocean. It's a really cool experience. Now, as we head along towards our Airbnb, you'll encounter some beds out here to lay out on the beach. You'll encounter some chairs and cabanas. It's really nice to enjoy your time or read or eat. There is a restaurant here right next to your Airbnb on this property, so whenever you want food, you can get that, and you can just come out here and enjoy yourself. And as we continue walking up the steps and everything, there's just these rows of beds and chairs, which is really nice to sit at and enjoy your time and just relax out in the sun. And then you'll make it up on the main deck area, which has this infinity pool, which is my favorite thing here. The water is, of course, super warm, and it overlooks the ocean, and it has this little mini pool right next to it. And then there's hammocks everywhere, there's palm trees, there's coconuts, and there's just more seating options. There's booths, there's tables, there's this bar if you want to come out here and work. Just lots of options out here to really enjoy yourself, and the vibe and aesthetic of it is all really cool. It's all this wood and rope and definitely tropical ocean vibe here. Now we'll make it into my room that I'm staying in. Pretty small, so it'll probably be pretty quick. Whenever you walk inside, you'll notice it's just very minimal and to the point. All along the walls right here is a lot of seating under these windows, and over here on the right you'll have your king size bed with the netting all around it in case, I guess, there's bugs in here or anything somehow from all the wind. If you decide to keep the windows open and let the ocean breeze come in here, there's just a net around the bed to have, which is nice. And behind the bed there's more storage, and as we continue along by the door, you have your little table right here if you need to set anything or do anything in here. And as we continue along on this right side, you have more storage options to hang clothes or put all your luggage or put clothes or whatever you have right here. And then you reach your bathroom area, which on the left right here, you have a full vanity. It looks really cool. I love the vibe in here. It's definitely the tropical bohemian vibe with the concrete vanity and the lights and all the wood in here, the bamboo. And then you have your toilet here on the right side, and then your shower here on the left side, with more windows just surrounding all of it. Now all the rooms face the ocean in this hotel area, so if you want a beachfront Airbnb room in this area, I would suggest this one. But like I said, overall, this Airbnb room, I would say, is very minimal. It is basically a hotel room. There's no kitchen, there's no refrigerator, and there's no dryers or anything like that. It's definitely here for the vacation-y aspect, I would say. I know if you want those amenities along Tulum Beach, you're gonna have to pay a pretty high price for all of that. So if you're coming to just really enjoy yourself, probably more something you'll get, which is still really cool, especially if you know it going into it. It's what I signed up for, so I'm not too disappointed. Now, I don't typically do this, but there were some quirks with this area specifically. The AC only runs at night. I did know that going into it, but that's just something to be aware of. There's not a whole lot of areas with AC in Tulum, so just be aware of that. And of course, there's no kitchen area, so I can't store any food whenever I am here. Can't really flush your toilet paper really anywhere in Tulum or Mexico. I think that's a whole thing in the entire country, really. You don't really flush your toilet paper, so just be aware of that. And one of the biggest things right now is that I don't really think they're advertising is the seaweed issue on the beach. There's, for whatever reason, this year something happened and there's just a lot of seaweed buildup on the beach and the ocean, so it kind of makes it almost unusable unless it doesn't bother you. That is just something to be aware of if you decide to come to Tulum this year or anytime. I would really look into that, do some research on the beach area and where you're staying at. But overall, I thought this experience was super cool, especially this Airbnb setup. And I want to show you guys briefly what it was like. Now, some cool things to do in Tulum if you're ever here. Definitely check out the cenotes. And one of the places I suggest that eating would be Posada Margarita. It's an Italian place right along the beach. Very beautiful.
Okay, so we are sitting on the beach. We're about to have pasta and pizza. This was a recommendation from somebody who messaged Levi on Instagram, so we're very excited to try it.
Overall, very, very good. One thing I noticed is that everything on the beach is pretty expensive and everything in the Tulum town area is very cheap. So that just depends on what you want to do. I would suggest going to Tulum town, which is also super cool. They have a lot of good food and things to do as well in there, but that's pretty cheap. Everything on the beach is very expensive, but you know, you can't beat the beach. So I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. Send this to somebody that you'd want to come to Tulum with, and maybe you guys can come check this place out or any other place. I would highly suggest it to come check out at least once in your lifetime. And yeah, I will see you guys next week.